We are now learning more about the downtown bar shooting that left 3 people injured last month. Court documents say video footage at the Bismarck Tavern shows a man approaching Brandon Grant with a phone before punching Grant multiple times. According to court documents, the man confronted Grant about sexually abusing a child the man knew. Several people joined the fight, but bar staff broke it up. Documents say Grant shot 3 men while they were being escorted out. Grant's fiancée, Antoinette Rodriguez, was also arrested after police say she didn't inform them of Grant's location. She was found in the same hotel room when Grant was arrested yesterday morning. Several charges against a man involved in a North Fargo murder investigation have now been dropped, and he's also been sentenced to prison time. Lee Fry Jr. was allegedly inside a vehicle on May 12th when several gunshots were fired near the Northport Hornbachers. 39-year-old Antoine Lamont White was killed. Fry was originally charged with murder, conspiracy to commit robbery, reckless endangerment, 2 counts of theft, and unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. Earlier this month, Fry took an Alford plea to the firearms charge, and court records show both Fry's murder and conspiracy to commit robbery charges were dropped. He has been sentenced to 18 months in prison. The fire at the former Mid-America Steel building in downtown Fargo is finally out. Fargo Fire says crews were out there for about 17 hours. The blaze broke out around 7:30 last night, and crews left around noon today. Authorities say no one is hurt and the cause is under investigation. We are still on track for a rain-snow mix to enter the region. Let's get the latest on that and how it might impact this area. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Andrea. Good evening, everyone. As we take a look at our shot from the Home of Economy location in Devil's Lake, we see the sky is getting darker gray. We have a batch of moisture working its way into north central portions of North Dakota right here in the Towner County area. Some could be falling as snow. Moments ago, we did see some snowflakes as evidenced on DOT cameras in the Leeds area. But at any rate, this is a narrow band of precipitation. The main event is moving out of the Kansas City area, pushing up toward Minneapolis, where we have some heavier showers of rain. Now, we are seeing some light green shades near Fargo and into Lakes Country, but that also not reaching the ground as of yet. So we do have rain showers in the forecast late this evening into the overnight, and by daybreak it will be mixing with snow for some, mainly south and east of the FM area. So not all of us will see snow, and in fact, some areas that really could use the moisture are going to see very little. We could have some accumulation of snow as we go through the mid-morning hours. I'll have details on that coming up here in just a minute. On a first alert weather day for Wednesday, the impactful weather should be exiting, though, in the afternoon. I'll have hour-by-hour details coming up here in a bit, and some terrifically toasty temperatures to talk about. We'll do all of that in a moment.
Love that. Anytime you're talking about toasty weather in March, it's great.
It is.
Thanks, Hutch. A woman is charged with DUI after a rollover accident in Fargo. Krista Hegley was arrested after police say she lost control of her vehicle, hit a parked car, and rolled. It happened around 9:30 last night in the 5200 block of Amber Valley Parkway. Police say no one was hurt. Police need your help finding these people or this vehicle regarding a theft investigation in Grand Forks. Police say the alleged incident happened in Zoomies at Columbia Mall on March 10th. If you see those people or the vehicle, contact Grand Forks Police. Jury selection is now complete in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer charged with killing George Floyd. The court seated its final juror, a temporary alternate, this morning. Taking a look at the jury, 6 are men, 9 are women. 9 jurors are white, 4 are black, and 2 identify as multiracial. They range in age from their 20s to a grandmother in her 60s. Opening statements are set to begin on Monday. We are learning more tonight about a deadly attack in Colorado. 10 people killed when a lone gunman opened fire inside a grocery store yesterday. Police have now identified the suspect and the victims in the attack, including one of their own. Jay Gray reports from Boulder.
There's an uneasy silence in this stunned community. Just 24 hours after the deadly chaos here.
Multiple people down. So far, 1 officer down.
10 people gunned down in this Boulder, Colorado supermarket.
They had family and friends, loves and passions and dreams of tomorrows that will no longer come for them. We feel these losses in our bones.
Those lost range in age from 20 to 65 years old. That include Eric Talley, a 51-year-old father of 7 and veteran Boulder police officer. The first on the scene, he rushed toward the gunfire.
He cared about this community. He cared about Boulder Police Department. He cared about his family. And he was willing to die to protect others.
Investigators say this man, 21-year-old Ahmad Alyssa, carried out the killing spree. They're not sure why, but do believe he acted alone. He faces 10 counts of first-degree murder.
Nothing can fill the void for the families and their loved ones, but I could promise you that we will hold him accountable.
For survivors, the shock and disbelief now giving way to the painful realities of the attack.
It's definitely been rough. I mean, waking up this morning, processing everything, it's definitely been hard. It's harder than it was yesterday, just thinking about the friends that I lost.
Scars that may never fully heal here.
Investigators say they aren't clear about a possible motive in the attack. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum has directed all government agencies to fly the U.S. and state flags at half-staff until Sunday to remember the lives lost in the attack. A rail car carrying molasses exploded this morning in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. No one was hurt, but the molasses spilled over the surrounding area. It does not pose a safety risk. There's still no word on the cause of the explosion. Dilworth police will soon hand out these stickers to residents with hopes they'll help first responders if they need to go to your home. If you would like a sticker, you can email the police chief. The email is right there on your screen. Police say residents are allowed 1 sticker each. Turning to our coronavirus coverage now, students in the Dilworth-Glendon-Felton School District will be learning from home again. The district says it's seeing an increase in COVID cases. In a letter to families, the district says it's returning to distance learning until April 5th. There are new concerns about Astrazeneca's COVID-19 vaccine. The National Institutes of Health says they were notified that Astrazeneca may have included outdated information, which may have provided an incomplete view of efficacy data. Officials are now urging the company to work with U.S. safety regulators. The news is another setback for the vaccine. Reports of possible blood clots caused many European countries to temporarily pause vaccinations. Still to come, the Moorhead Library has reached a milestone, and it's celebrating with a special event tonight. Those details are coming up.
50s for many in the central Red River Valley into northern Minnesota. To the far south and to the far north, a couple of weather-making systems heading our way. It was a great start to the day. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast on some big-time changes, and for some, a little taste of winter returns. Wednesday is a first alert weather day. Hour-by-hour details are next.